What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Last year sometime I bought the Scicon Aerocomfort 3.0, and the reason for me buying this was because I had initially planned on heading out to Chicago to race the Intelligentsia Cup. Unfortunately for me, I got really sick after the 4th of July and it just wasn't in the cards last year. However, this year we have some travel plans on the agenda. In early May, I'm looking to head out to the Tour de Bloom, hopefully, and race up in Washington State. And then I'm gonna follow that up later this year with a spectacular gravel trip to Iceland. So I'm really excited about these travel plans. The thing is, I need to actually get this bike bag out of the box and start putting it to use. Now real quick guys, just to address the probable elephant in the room, this is not a sponsored video. Scicon did not send me this bike bag for free. I paid full price for it. They're actually not paying me to say anything that I do say in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead, open this thing up, and we'll check out all of the fantastic reasons why I picked this bike bag in particular. Let you guys in on a little point of view unboxing secret. So now that we've unboxed this thing, let's talk about some of the highlights. Now, of course, Scicon has a bunch of highlights on their website, and I could just regurgitate those to you here, but I'm not gonna do that because I didn't make my decision 100% based on Scicon's little highlight list. So let's talk about the reasons that I bought this bag in particular. Reason number one is because I wanted a bag that was relatively lightweight. So a lot of hard cases are a little bit heavier in my experience, or at least from what I was reading online. So when it came to weight, I wanted something that was not too awful gnarly. Now this bike bag comes in right around 20 to 25 pounds, somewhere in there. And with my 18-ish pound bicycle fully loaded down, that should not be a problem with most airlines and any overweight fees. Now, I do typically try and fly Delta, and I've never had a problem flying my skis or anything like that, or any kind of oversized gear, unless it's overweight. And in this particular case, I don't think that I should be having any weight issues because I did get this bag, which is a little bit lighter at, like I said, 20-25 pounds. The second major selling point with this bag in particular is that I don't have to pull off my handlebars. Now, for those of you guys that know me and have seen my bike breakdowns in the past, you'll know that I run the Envy Aerobars, and they're currently internally routed, and all my cabling is also internally routed on the Vetus through the FSA ACR stem system, which means all your hydraulic brake cables and everything are run into your stem and then down into the head tube. Now, removing all that would be an absolute pain in the butt, and I don't want to deal with any hotel room brake bleeds in my future, so that was a main criteria for me when choosing this bag. Oh, it's worth mentioning real quick, you also don't have to take off your saddle, your seat post, or your pedals if you don't want to. So if you're not super mechanically inclined, this is the answer. So I'll put this thing down real quick and let's check out the little gear bag that it comes with. I will say, one of the first things I noticed about this bag is how easily it rolls. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure how it'll roll with weight on it, but just the bag itself, it's super smooth. The casters on here, the wheels, they seem really well built. So over time, we'll see how that shakes out in the long run and see if they are durable as well. In the gear bag though, I did get the extra protection kit because I will say the padding on this thing, it feels solid, but I don't trust TSA whatsoever. I guess this would be a good time to talk about the warranty from Scicon. So Scicon covers everything for 2 years. That is basically a manufacturer defect or issue. They do not cover airline damage or anything like that. So I would recommend getting a little bit of extra frame protection for your particular bike, especially if it is carbon, because TSA has done some horrid things in the past to some of my baggage. I feel like it's worth stating here also, this is where airline choice really does come into play. I really don't recommend flying something like Spirit if you're planning on flying your bike out to a race. And also a little trick that I like to use is to use my credit card to book my flights and to pay for my baggage and everything, because Amex has really good purchase protection or like travel protection and insurance. So if your baggage does get damaged or messed up or anything like that, usually you can work something out with their customer service and concierge instead of having to go through airline customer service, which we all know is a disaster. On a side note, if you guys are interested in signing up for Amex, click my little referral link down in the description and get yourself some bonus points for sign-on. I'll get a few bonus points too. All right, back to the bag. Gear bag, like I said, you will need a little bit of extra protection. I'm a sucker and went with the top 2 protection and the additional protection kit from Scicon. You don't have to do this. I've heard of a lot of people just using like pipe insulation from Home Depot or Harbor Freight or whatever. So that's a potential option for you if you'd rather not spend the $20 or $30 or whatever extra on this, but you're already spending like $500 on sale for this bag. Might as well pony up and just buy the extra protection to keep your carbon frame intact. Aside from all the extra protection like I was talking about, we do have shoulder strap for the bag itself so you can drag it around or carry it. Saddle protection, I think that comes standard. And this is the big boy shoulder strap. And let's see what's in here. This is the Aerocomfort accessory kit. So the accessory set actually tells you how to pack the bike, which I will actually be going over in a future video. As we get closer to the Tour de Bloom, I will probably do a video on how to pack this bag so that you're ready to fly, and that'll go into details on how I'm gonna break down certain parts of my bike, pack the wheels in here and everything else. I think that needs to be its own video. So if you want to see that one, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned. It should drop probably close to late April, early May, because that's when the tour actually happens. So try and get that one out for you guys, but that'll be a future video. There are a couple QR things in here. It's a QR adapter kit basically, so you get your quick releases themselves. I'll show you guys what the interior of this looks like. Nothing too insane with the accessory kit, pretty straightforward. One thing that I think is really cool that came with this bike bag, and something I was actually worried about, is the space it was going to take up in my garage when not in use. That's kind of why I waited so long to unbox it in the first place, is because I thought that it was probably going to be more compact inside that box that you guys saw than it would be just freeform flowing like this. Actually though, you can roll the bag up and tuck it into the nice little included storage bag. The less space occupied, the better. Shout out to Scicon for sending me a storage bag. Back to the bag itself. Like I said, padding, I'm not super trusting of it saving my bike in the event TSA wants to get crazy. So like I mentioned before, there are some options with that. I know it's a soft bag. It's not a hard case, it's just not gonna have that protection. Keep that in mind. What I do like, external pocket. Goes pretty deep in here. So you can tuck some things in here. You know, I don't know what specifically you'd want to fly in here. Don't put your shoes in this bag. There are certain things that are just like not replaceable if you need to rent a bike so you can race or whatever, because this gets lost by the airline. The wheel attachments, I believe you put just one wheel on each side. I don't know if you could fly like 2 separate wheel sets in here, so you might be out of luck if it comes to pit wheels. The wheel bags on the side, the internal feels a little bit thicker than the external. They call this like 3D padding or something like that. I don't really know what that means, but it feels pretty durable. Unless they throw your bike around pretty aggressively, I can't see this bag not being durable enough to keep things intact, especially if you use the extra protection kit like I bought with the bag. It's got good, well-constructed handles on the side. We'll see how they hold up over time, but they feel solid. You hook in your shoulder straps here if you want to. Obviously, you're gonna check this, so you put the flight tag right here. There's a small pocket on the inside. You guys can't really see it. You can put some stuff in there as well, so maybe like the tools that you need to put your bike in here would be a good idea. It's really well built. My ski bag is a DB, if you know what I'm saying, and that thing feels really, really durable. I've flown with it now, and it has a really similar material profile to this, and my skis have been like not destroyed in transit, and I'm betting that Scicon has similar technology that will hopefully not allow my bike to be destroyed. So those are the reasons I bought this bag, guys. First impressions, I'm really excited for it. Like I said, being able to roll it up and stow it away in my garage is huge. Rolls super easily, feels really well constructed. I'm really excited to actually pack this thing up for once, and then yeah, fly it up to Washington to go bike racing. Alright folks, I hope this video was at least somewhat helpful and offered some insight into what you might be getting with the Scicon Aerocomfort 3.0. Let me know if you guys have any questions and drop them in the comments below. I will try and answer those in the next video for you guys when I actually pack my bike into this bag. If you got any value out of this video, go ahead, smash that like button down below. It does help tremendously with not only this video, but the channel. And if you guys are interested in some really cool cycling, travel-ish vlogs, maybe check out this video right here. And if that doesn't suit your fancy and you're into more of the bike racing stuff, well then maybe this video is a little bit better for you. Thanks so much, guys. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.